Anita Werner, witam. Zaczynamy Fakty po faktach. In Fakty po faktach, there's a special guest today, David Zaslav, Warner Bros. Discovery President and CEO. Hello, David.
Nice to see you, Anita.
It's so good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. You came to Warsaw in a very special time. We commemorate the 80th anniversary of Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. Why is this anniversary so important to you?
First I'm here because I love our TVN business. I come often and I'm so proud of everything we're doing here at TVN, and we'll talk about that. But much of my family was from Poland, and I lost some family in the Warsaw Ghetto. And so to be here and to see such an important and strong commemoration here in Poland is just another affirmation of what a great country this is.
Not only your personal stories related to Poland, but it is also the story of Warner Bros. Company founders. There were four brothers. Let me check their names: Harry, Albert, Sam, and Jack Warner. Three of them were born in Poland. Yes. Do you feel like their work was influenced somehow by their historical experience?
They actually were born about 100 kilometers from here in Warsaw. If you come to my office in Los Angeles, I'm in Jack Warner's office. And I think that his entrepreneurship, his drive for success, a lot of that comes from the culture here in Poland. I saw it with my grandparents. You saw that incredible entrepreneurial drive of the Warner Brothers coming out to California with the idea of telling stories that would have a real impact on how people see the world, on how they see themselves. At one point, they were producing 100 movies a year. And there was only radio around the world at that time. So people went to the theater to see what different places of the world looked like and how people dressed. And so the Warner Brothers had a very big impact. And you know, here I am now at this great company, and together with you here at TVN News and with TVN here in Poland and HBO and Warner Brothers and all the great content that we have. This is our chance to tell great stories. We're a great storytelling company and have our own impact.
And talking about you in the company, you became the president of Warner Bros. Discovery over a year ago. How would you answer if I ask you about most important goal for you? I know it's a tough question to pick up one, but what it is?
I would say to tell great stories. Warner Brothers, whether it's our television shows, the motion picture business, HBO, even our gaming business. We have a new game, Hogwarts Legacy. The core of our company is about storytelling. And great storytelling can entertain, and when we're at our best, we can inspire. And getting great creative people at Warner. And we're very diversified because we're not just entertainment, we're also sports. We'll be having the Olympics here. We have the ski jumping. We have most of the tennis and cycling. And we have news. We're very proud of TVN News, the most trusted brand in news here in Poland. We fight very hard for journalistic integrity, to bring all of the voices and facts to people here in Poland. It's core to the values of Warner Bros. Discovery. We've had TVN. We've been lucky to have TVN as an asset for many years. That's why I've been here so many times. And now we have CNN as well. I spent this morning here at TVN as we're the #1 entertainment company here in Poland and the #1 news service, and the most trusted. And that's really important to us. And I know how hard you work at it. We have a whole team fighting to put out the best version of the truth every day. And there's no more impact in telling stories than having people see what's going on around the world and what's happening in their world.
And talking about TVN and TVN 24, which are also part of Warner Bros. Discovery, so how important Poland is for such a global company, how important TVN and TVN 24 is, and as independent free media in Poland?
Well, Poland is it's a fantastic market. It's, I think, the only market in Europe that's had positive GDP for the last decade. Great drive toward education, has a wonderful population, a strong market for television. It's also our biggest market. It's in terms of, we're in 210 countries, but this is our biggest market. We have almost 4,000 employees here. It's a fantastic country. We love the news business. We love our business here in Poland. Every once in a while, there are questions about whether it's for sale or not. And, you know, I'm here, and one of the focuses is how do we invest more in local entertainment content, more in sport, and more in news, so that we could drive the idea of real journalism, free speech, and have all voices heard. And that's our journey in every country. And now with CNN, and they were here today. I was here with Wolf Blitzer and Dana Bash, and you got a chance to spend some time. And we're doing a lot of collaboration between the two news networks. So it's quite gratifying. And the fact that we can do news, sports, and entertainment, I think, really differentiates us as the leading media and entertainment company outside of the U.S. And we are one of the biggest media companies in the U.S. So we have a real chance going forward to have a strong voice.
Talking about entertainment, we had a big Warner Bros. Discovery announcement recently. The new streaming service Max will be launched in May in the United States, next year in other countries. What is most unique, most tempting, most exciting about Max that makes you feel that you can't wait to it to be launched?
Well, I think one of the most important things for us to continue to have a real voice is that we're available everywhere to everyone. You know, for a very long time, the way that people consumed great storytelling content was on the television set. And then our phones became sets. And then with Netflix and other subscription services, we did it with the Eurosport Player. We've done it here with TVN in our direct business. There's new and different ways to reach consumers. And as strong, we may be the leader in the traditional business, but to be successful, we have to be the leader in streaming, and Max, I think, is really going to help us do that. We have a great platform here in Poland between HBO Max today, together with our TVN direct-to-streaming business. We're either number 1 or 2 in the market right now. And what we did with Max is we brought more content together. And because what we've learned across Europe is the more time people spend with you, and the more people in the family that are using the product, the more nourished they feel, the longer they stay, the more times they get on the phone and say, if you don't have this product, you know, you need to. And since we have the largest TV library in the world, the largest motion picture library in the world, and the largest nonfiction library in the world, that by putting it all together, this is the biggest menu of content ever available. And so we're excited about that. And then we'll figure out between news and sports, you know, how we put that all together to nourish an audience.
David, Poland and the United States of America are great alliance on multiple levels, multiple fronts, which has been extremely important now since Russian invasion in Ukraine started. Polish and American nations, it seems to me, share very similar values. For example, appreciation for democracy, freedom, free independent media, free press, and diversity. Which of them are the most important from your perspective?
Well, first, this past week I was with the Vice President of the United States and talked about my trip here. I was also with President Biden's Chief of Staff. The relationship between Poland and the U.S. is very strong. I think we share values, which is really critical. The idea of free speech, the idea that we could have a free and fair news organization here and have it be number 1 and most trusted and robust, I think is a tribute to this great country. And we watched from afar what happened in Ukraine and how Poland responded. We saw it on TVN, but we also saw it on CNN, where we took it to over 1 billion people around the world. And it was inspiring. It was inspiring the way that the Polish people rose to support and provide shelter and medical aid and education, and brought almost 2 million Ukrainians that were displaced into their families. It was inspiring, and I think it set an example for kindness, for helping others, that people all over Europe and all around the world looked at Poland. I know across America we were really inspired by what's going on here and the way the Polish population has supported the Ukrainians at great sacrifice, as well as all the volunteer work that's going on. So it's quite compelling.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being with us. David Zaslav, Warner Bros. Discovery President and CEO, was with us in TVN 24 in Fakty po Faktach.